welcome to We're Doing It, the Adam and Michael podcast, and I am Adam Detroit, and with me is, who's with me over there?
Hello, coming in. It's Michael Firestone, up in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, I caught you off guard there for a second. How are things? How are you?
And did you mention you're in Los Angeles, California, USA, right?
I am.
Okay.
So you want to tell people where you're actually more specifically broadcasting from or podcasting from?
I'm in the back seat of my car, which using the technology of the smartphone. So low budget, baby.
Yeah, we both have old computers. We got these new microphones for this. I had a Yeti microphone, and then you got a Yeti. So we were trying to get the whole microphone thing going, but he's got an old computer. I got an old computer. So we're trying to fight through the technology.
My computer is literally 10 years old, and I bought it off of a guy for $80 on Craigslist. So.
Oh man, yeah, with the growth of the show, we're gonna expand our technological whatever you want to call it setup.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah, that's right. We will get there, but we're making it work. We're fighting through.
We are. Speaking of fighting through, I'm pretty sure you saw it, but on my social media, I posted a very personal photo of me during kind of an emotional breakdown, and I think you saw it, right, Adam?
I did.
Yeah. So anyway, I kind of I think talking about my stuff on this show a few episodes ago really kind of was like a stepping stone to putting that out there and being so
referring to dealing with depression and anxiety.
There we go.
For people to catch up, people who are not sure what he's referring to.
Right.
He's dealing with his own depression and anxiety, so you can go on and expand what you're referring to.
So, yeah, I posted a picture, and I was obviously I had been crying and in a very sad state, but I feel good about doing that, and bring awareness. And for me, it was very it was pretty awesome to share that. It's very vulnerable, and I got a good response. I wasn't looking for anything in particular, any response even, and I got a lot of love and support.
You didn't think people would respond to that, though? You really didn't think people would respond to that?
I did, but I guess I wasn't really I was surprised. I don't know. Honestly, I had no expectations. Just talking about stuff on this show, it's just kind of hey, I want to share this,
Yeah.
And some of the stuff, you don't typically share. I know you're going to share that picture of you in Speedo from vacation.
No, I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to share any pictures of me in tears that are not, what do you call it?
I have some Photoshop.
Just catching me in the moment. So, someone's going to Photoshop me? Yeah, I mean, if you feel you wanted to share that moment with people, that's you. If you would have asked me, should I do that before I did that, I would have probably not. I'd say, well, I don't know if that's the best.
Well, the best idea. Here's what my internal voice was saying.
Yeah, I want to know this internal voice, what this internal voice was telling you to do, why your internal voice thought this was a good...
I don't know. My internal voice wasn't telling me to do it. I wasn't really thinking in the moment. And I was just okay, I'm going with this. And then my internal voice, after I posted it, was oh, dude, what'd you do?
Yeah.
And then I'm it's that Ice-T interview that you showed me. On YouTube, Ice-T has an interview where he basically talks about in life, you just need to go for things. And he calls it fuck it, right? What did he say, Adam?
I think Ice-T, the fucking moment.
Yeah, so I had a fucking moment.
Yeah. Well, am you comfortable with me playing a little bit of devil's advocate with this with the idea of you posting this photo of yourself?
Yeah, because
I want to be supportive, and I'm of course sharing something like that takes bravery and courage, to some degree, to be that vulnerable publicly or at least on your social media. But having said that, I mean, it's still hard to not think that it is some at least cry for attention or desire for attention or sympathy or empathy or something from a reaction from people. You're looking for a reaction from people. And I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with that, I guess. You're being honest in that moment that you shared it. Yeah. No one can question that.
I kind of looked at it as, after I did it, I was like, you know what? I don't really follow celebrities, but I've seen in the media, like, celebrities will be very, like, a lot of people, like a lot of, stars or celebrities will be open with their lives to their fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know I'm no celebrity. I mean,
I was thinking, I'm like, is this going to be good for the podcast? Not like, is my friend okay, but like, is this going to like, is this good? Is this a good marketing thing?
Marketing? There's some marketing involved in this.
Not marketing, add PR. Is this good press?
Oh my God.
Making no news is bad news.
I have another
turning lemons into lemonade.
I got major Botox in my butt and my lips, so I don't know if once I start doing the promo photos and stuff, and another Facebook Live.
one of these days we'll get Facebook Live to work. But that's cool. I mean, I guess it's different strokes for different folks. It's not something that I would ever do, and I think it depends on the person, because like, I don't know. A girl or a female posting a photo of her crying is gonna get a different reaction than like a guy or someone like yourself.
Yeah. I didn't even think about,
you know what I mean? Like, if a girl posting cry, oh, she's been, but if a guy posting, it's like, oh, look at him. It's good that he's sharing his emotions or whatever. It's a whole different reaction, which is
hopefully the other guys might feel more comfortable now, like, speaking out if they're looking for help from their, support system, or, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But that can be done without sharing a photo of yourself crying on social media.
Right on, to each their own.
That's what I said. Different strokes for different folks.
Like, I know this isn't like, she's not Jesus or anything, or Mother Teresa, but I think like Chelsea Handler, I think I saw something she posted of herself. Dude, Ellen on her show, I don't know if you're a fan of Ellen. I watched one episode where she comes out and she was crying because, no, I'm not hating on it. She was crying about, I think it was a dog. I don't know if it was I think it was about a dog.
Yeah.
But she couldn't, that was what she was dealing with. And she shared it on her, international show, per se, so it's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I have a different opinion about this particular subject.
Like, just like we said, if somebody somehow recognized me, I'd want them to come up and give me a hug. You would, maybe give them a fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump. Fist bump is way more sanitary. That's right. Maybe a hug if they're lucky.
Things I wanted to bring up. First off, I want you to maybe just share how people can find us on social media, and then I want to share something too. But why don't you go?
Yeah. I mean, if people want to find us, they can find us. I don't want to get too crazy. I thought we were cutting out the social media at the beginning of the show. No, we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're everywhere. What are we? WDI _ the podcast on Twitter. WDI _ the podcast on Twitter. And just look for the yellow smiley with the black headphones on Podbean, Stitcher. You're obviously listening to us right now, so whatever you're listening to us on right now, that works.
That works.
Should continue to work.
It only took a few seconds.
Yeah, but people.
Well, I mean, your explanation of social media.
Oh yeah, true.
I wanted to share. We in the works, possibly for our next episode, our first guest.
Sure.
In the coming episodes, we're in the work. I don't know if I want to reveal yet, but it's going to be fun, and looking forward to it.
What?
I don't know if I want to. Should we reveal who it is?
No. Well,
Okay.
yeah. If you no, yeah, we should during
Okay.
an upcoming episode.
I don't know. Yeah, in an upcoming, not necessarily next week, possibly. But my sister,
Coming soon.
Kristen Sony, who formerly maiden name Kristen Firestone, my sister. I guess people will get that right.
They'll figure it out.
But she just had a baby, which is awesome. My new nephew, Julian. But she actually wrote an album of children's songs after being inspired by her first child. And we're going to have her on. I don't know, Adam, you have some questions you're going to ask her about me?
Yeah, I may have a few.
Uh-oh. I'm sure she'll be very honest and revealing, which is scary.
Sure. That will.
But,
that's good.
Yeah, and then we're going to have her play a song off of the album she recorded. So that should be pretty awesome. Our first guest and live, after me.
That's
first guest and live musical performer guest.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're doing it. Sounds like a plan. We got plenty more content coming.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. We're doing it.
We are. Should we get into today's featured topic?
I think we should.
If you saw the title of the episode, what were we thinking? Episode 8, we're up to 8, and it's We Love Fibbage, the Lying Game. And so we're going to tell you about the game of Fibbage. I think I want to start further back, because I've heard of Fibbage is an interactive game, but we're gonna describe it more to you shortly. But I want to backtrack more to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, I want to tell the story, and I have permission to use the person's name who introduced me to Fibbage on this podcast. But so it was the Super Bowl. And it was this past year's Super Bowl, the Patriots versus the Falcons, and I don't like the Patriots. I'm a New York Jets fan. The Patriots are the Jets' rival, and they've dominated them for probably almost a couple of decades at this point, it seems.
Yeah.
So I'm not the biggest Tom Brady fan. I think he's awesome at football. I think that's good for him. I secretly respect him. We'll edit that out of the podcast. I
heard he's
a player.
He's good at checkers, too, I heard.
He's probably good at everything. What a dick. But the Atlanta Falcons, who I was rooting for at this Super Bowl party, they were winning, if everyone recalls at halftime. I'm sure many of you did watch the Super Bowl. If you didn't, the Falcons were winning. I think they were winning like 25-0, 28-0, 24-3. I don't remember the exact score, but you remember that. The Falcons were winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah, everyone thought, oh shit, this is a blowout.
Yeah, it was great. It was wonderful. It was a party. Everyone was at the party, was having a party. We were everyone there was rooting against the Patriots, if I recall. And then a nightmare happened in the second half of that game. And Tom Brady led the Patriots to a Super Bowl victory, his 7th, 10th, 14th, 20th, however many Super Bowls that guy's won. He got
every
them
toe
one.
and finger. Every toe and finger, a ring.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to put rings anymore. So they came back, and I was stunned. America was stunned, because this is the most important thing that's going on in the country right now. Of course, is football at this time of the game. Nothing else more important is happening except these guys throwing and kicking a pigskin around and tackling each other. But
risking their lives and well-being.
Definitely their well-being. We're not going to talk about concussions in this episode.
All right.
Too soon?
Episode 2000.
That's right. So I was sad, and I was stunned to some degree as a football fan, and so were many of the other people at the party. And then
You were stunned? Sorry. You were stunned when the Patriots came back and won.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Yeah, I can't... Anyway.
All right, so go to the Fibbage.
Yeah, so then suddenly James Agesta, who was my RA actually freshman year at college in Syracuse, who I stayed in touch with, and also lives in California now and has for quite some time. He was the host of this Super Bowl event, this party, and he said, "Who wants to play Fibbage?" I was like, "What's that?" And then basically, what it is, it's an interactive game where there's a host that asks questions and you have to come up with a lie to that question. For example...
Yeah, want me to step in?
Yeah, sure.
So, using your computer or your, I think they have it on like Apple TV, one of those like streaming-ish.
It's available on Xbox. It's on computers. There's several different ways. It's part of the Jackbox games. They make board games and different kind of electronic games.
We should give a shout out to them, right?
What's that?
We should give a shout out, and like obviously we're encouraging people to play this game because
this is free advertising for them. They should love us. You're welcome. We're helping you. But yeah, it's like a party game where imagine everyone in a living room, up to 2 to 8 people are looking at a big screen, and on that screen is a question. It's really something random. What is the capital of some tiny ass country that no one ever heard of? And then you have to come up with an example, or we're using your phone. You answer the question, and then your answer will appear on the screen. So it's an interactive game about lying, coming up with lies, and trying to get the other people, the other players, to guess your lie.
Right. So let's say, for example, you said the capital of this country is named, and then you would try to pick a name that you think other players would choose, which would gain you points.
I think we should probably get into it, because what we're going to do is we're going to re-enact a game that we just played. So we're going to read the question to you. What's that?
Yeah. 2 hours ago we played.
Yeah, earlier tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read the question, and the audience, we want you guys to play along and try to come up with a lie in your head, and then listen to the 4 options that we give you and guess what you think is the right answer from there. What is the truth and what is the lies? So 2 of the lies are going to be our lies, my lie and Michael's lie, and another lie is going to be the computer's lie, and the other answer is going to be, the other option is going to be the truth. So shall we go for it?
Yeah, like you said, let's get into it, and then I think people will figure it out, and we'll do this. We're doing it.
All right. The first question here, and you get points in the game for when someone guesses your lie, or when you guess the truth, you get points for that, and whoever's the most points at the end of the game wins. It's a little bit of if you ever played Cards Against Humanity, it's got a little bit of that vibe. You got to guess what are other people's answers, what's the truth, etc., etc. So let's get into it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So question number 1 of this particular Fibbage game that we played earlier tonight is, because of its odd shape, the Orchis italica flower is nicknamed the blank orchid. Because of its odd shape, the Orchis italica flower is nicknamed the blank orchid. So what lie would you come up with for that? And the lie is also timed. The amount of time you have to get to come up with a lie is timed. So there's a little timer going across the screen for this interactive game. So should I give the 4 choices here?
I think you should, yeah.
I think I should. So what kind of this flower, I'm going to simplify the question if I can also. So it's an odd-shaped flower. So what's this odd-shaped flower actually called? Is it called A, a belly button, B, octagonus, C, naked man, or D, penile?
Hey, and I also want to mention that blank is followed by orchid, right?
The what?
The answer is, what is it? What's the full answer?
Nicknamed the blank orchid.
Yeah, so maybe say the answer with that orchid.
Yeah, of course. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through these choices here. I figure I could reveal which ones it was not. We had belly button, we had octagonus, we had naked man, and we had penile. So we'll give you the little, we call it post-question analysis, or we do a lot of analysis during the game as much as we can as the game moves along. So we'll give you some of the thought process. So for me, I was pretty sure that penile was his answer, was his lie. This other guy I'm talking about you, Michael Firestone. Was that correct?
Penile was
your lie. And belly button was the computer's lie. So if you thought it was belly button, you're wrong as well. And you guessed that. You guessed belly button.
I did. I guessed belly button.
Yeah. And my lie was octagonus. No one guessed that. You didn't guess that. So that means the correct answer was, of course, naked man orchid. And I got that particular one right because it was something you could picture, and the shape. It's kind of shaped like a naked man, maybe like a fat guy or something. I don't know.
I just think I couldn't resist putting penile. It just said the shape of, and I just, sometimes it's tough not to put
a funny
inappropriate.
Answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I play the game with integrity. I'm trying to win. I'm giving you I'm playing my best and trying to... Octagonus. What was wrong with octagonus? All right, we're going to go on to the next question. I think we're going to try to move this along. I'm going to try to move this along a little more quickly. What do you think?
Yeah, we got it. Question 2.
Yeah, question 2. Let's see here. What's question 2? I'm going through my phone here. I got some screen grabs. Okay. You ready for this one, everyone? When in home Olstrup, Denmark. I'm sure I butchered that city's name. But when in home Olstrup, Denmark, get a ticket to Bonbonland, a strange amusement park where you can ride in a bathtub filled with blank. So in Bonbonland in Denmark, a strange amusement park where you can ride in a bathtub filled with blank. So what is this amusement park at Bonbon bathtub filled with?
All right, let's give these options.
The choices, it's 4 choices every time, so it's going to be chocolate, vanilla, rats, or snakes. Chocolate, vanilla, rats, or snakes in an amusement park. Was it in a bathtub? You can ride in a bathtub filled with these things. Chocolate, vanilla, rats, snakes. Do you want to go through your rationale first, or we can kind of?
I will. Chocolate, vanilla, rats, snakes. The answer I put was chocolate, so I kind of figured. I don't know. For some reason, I thought vanilla wasn't it because I put chocolate. I don't know. Anyway, and then I was choosing between rats and snakes, and I went for snakes. Just because I don't know. I went for snakes over rats.
Yeah. So the correct answer was rats.
Yeah.
Chocolate seemed too obvious. Bonbons, chocolate. It's like that snack, whatever. Yeah. That seemed wrong. Vanilla was my lie because I didn't want to put chocolate because I thought it seemed obvious. And rats. I pictured not real rats. It's like rubber rats or something. And I was able to picture people with rubber rats or maybe fake rats.
What's wrong with rubber snakes?
I don't know. I didn't like it. Let's move on to the next question. Well, maybe we should give people a moment also to think about what their own line might be coming up. We don't want.
Hey, I feel you.
We don't want to have too much dead air here. Let's see. Let's go on to the next question here. All right. Question. I guess this is question number 3. In Saskatchewan, a hooded sweatshirt is not called a hoodie, but rather called a bunny blank. So in Saskatchewan, a hooded sweatshirt is not called a hoodie, but rather a bunny blank. So a bunny blank, a hoodie in Saskatchewan. What is it called? So come up with your ideas out there in podcast land, and in a moment we'll give you the 4 choices that came up. 2 of our lies, 1 the real truth, and other the computer's lie.
I think we're gonna just spread the awesomeness of Fibbage with this episode.
I hope so. All right, so the 4 choices: a bunny blank. What is a hoodie called? A bunny hug, a bunny wrapper, a bunny dream, or a bunny sack? I'll go first with the analysis and kind of reveal. We're kind of doing an analysis and a reveal in one. So I guessed that it was a bunny sack, thinking a gunny sack rhymes with bunny sack. It's kind of a cute name, I guess. But unfortunately, that was Michael's lie. What?
It was
a dick.
And the reason why I put that, because first I was going to put bunny scrotum.
No, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Put sack, and that was my PG-13 was the sack answer.
So you weren't trying to make it rhyme with gunny sack at all? Not in the least bit. And
Yeah.
my lie was rapper. Bunny rapper. It sounds like bunny rabbit. So in this... What are you laughing at?
I said that's a stretch. No, I'm kidding.
No, bunny rapper. It's kind of similar sounding. So basically we guessed each other's lie this particular round. I guessed his bunny sack, and he guessed my bunny rapper. And,
that's cute.
Yes, and the computer's lie was bunny dream, and the real answer was, of course, then bunny hug. A bunny hug. If you ever go up to Saskatchewan, wear a bunny hug. Rabbit
I'm doing
sweatshirt. Formal name, rabbit hooded sweatshirt.
Bunny, rabbit embrace.
Rabbit embrace. All right. Let's go to the next question here.
4, right?
So listen closely to this one. For the reasonable price of 3 head of cattle and free room and board, King Tut hired a specialized assistant whose main job, weirdly enough, was to blank. So I'll read it again. For the reasonable price of 3 head of cattle and free room and board, King Tut hired a specialized assistant whose main job, weirdly, was to... So King Tut sold some weird stuff to a guy, or traded some weird stuff to a guy in exchange for a specialized assistant whose main job was to do something for him. So King Tut's assistant, what did he do?
This one was tough for me because, as you know, my mind wants to go in certain places. So
yeah,
and sometimes the Fibbage answers are actually
they're not a little blue, little adult. You can actually turn off the adult, make it an adult version game, or for family friendly. There's that option.
Bob Fibbage thought of everything,
so it can go a little bit risque. So, what was King Tut's specialized assistant hired to do? Was it to pick his nose, kill flies, cut his toenails, or be a punching bag? Pick his nose, kill flies, cut his toenails, be a punching bag. Did you want to go first with some of the analysis and reveal?
I will. My answer that I chose was no. My lie was cut his toenails, and I don't know where I came up with that from.
I think that's a good answer.
Okay, thank you.
Perfectly plausible.
And what was your lie that you...
My lie was, oh, you know what? I think this was the one where I actually didn't answer in time, so I didn't get a chance to actually put a lie in it. I got a whole bunch of computers and keyboards over here, so I was fumbling around and I actually missed. I didn't type it in time, so that penalized me. But you know what I was gonna write?
What?
I was gonna put swim laps with him.
No way.
I swear to God. Whose main job, weirdly enough, was to swim laps with him, which seems plausible. Like he's the king. Maybe he has like a pool.
Be his tennis coach?
Yeah, something like that. You know what I thought of? Actually, I thought of Eddie Murphy and Arsenio in Coming to America when they're training with like the bow staff type thing. You remember that? Never mind. Oh my God.
At the beginning.
Yeah, Coming to America at the beginning. Yeah, when they're training with the weapon, the big long stick bow, whatever it's called. And then I'm like, oh yeah, Rich like sort of like King Tut type dude. All right. Anyway, so go on.
Let's talk about King Tut serving guy. Yeah.
So it wasn't cut his toenails. I guessed pick his nose, which I don't believe. What was the right answer? Oh, I think that was right. I think that was the correct answer.
Yeah, that was correct.
Yeah, so kill flies and be a punching bag was wrong. So I didn't actually put in a lie in that particular round, but I did guess the right answer, so I got some points back for that.
His nose.
Pick his nose.
That's pretty awesome. Would you have somebody pick your nose, or?
No. I enjoy it too much. Oh, they want to... Am I going to pay someone else? They would have to pay me.
Pay you to pick your nose?
Yeah, especially if I got some good stuff.
Oh, man. You got like a goopy one? Whoa, too much.
If I got whatever they're into, then I'm going to charge maybe based on that. We're going to move on to the next question now. What do you say?
Question 5, I think it is.
I lost count. All right. During the 2015 NHL season, the Ottawa Senators had to make the odd request that their fans stop throwing blank onto the ice. During the 2015 season, the Ottawa Senators had to make the odd request that their fans stop throwing blank onto the ice. So what were the fans throwing on the ice in Ottawa, which is a Ottawa Senators hockey game?
Yeah.
Shall I give the 4 choices?
Do it.
Has everyone out there in podcast land come up with their lie? Trying to make this interactive for people. So what?
Are you answering?
Yeah. You
say yes.
Yeah, you better. Yeah.
I'll say yes to Adam.
Yeah. Text me.
All right.
Don't do that. Okay, so the choices here are stop throwing blank onto the ice, stop throwing hamburgers onto the ice, stop throwing squid onto the ice, stop throwing bras onto the ice, stop throwing cheese onto the ice. So I'll go first here.
Okay. All right.
So my lie was cheese. And you didn't guess that, correct?
I did not.
Stop throwing cheese onto the ice. I know they throw, I think, octopus on the ice. So I do have some hockey knowledge, so I think they do that in Detroit. So I did end up going with squid. I'm like, similar, close enough. Squid, octopus.
That was my lie because of this reason. Because I was thinking the same thing. I knew that some did that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they also I think the computer, the game's lie was bras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I chose bras. I don't know.
It's possible if there's like some like really handsome player on the team and all the.
And I think part of me subconsciously was like imagining all the women taking off their bras and throw. I mean, let's just be honest here.
You got to focus on the game.
I know.
It's throwing you off. Anyway, so that of course leaves only one response left, and of course that's hamburgers. Stop throwing hamburgers onto the ice, and I didn't guess that. And I thought because hamburgers are expensive, like it's meat, cheese, bun. We also like hamburgers in addition to pizza. We could do a whole episode about hamburgers, maybe. Can we fill the whole episode with hamburgers? What do we like on them? Toppings?
Oh yeah, we could, no doubt. Yes.
It might be a little shorter than the pizza episode, but we could still do quite a bit. We could go for a little while talking about our favorite cheeseburgers. Fast food. Jimmy Dean frozen burgers. You ever have those? It's terrible.
Maybe when I was like, yeah. Oh, we're gonna talk about In-N-Out, White Castle, Five Guys, all that. Tommy's, all this stuff.
I don't know if I'm that knowledgeable about all those places.
Oh, hey, I'll help you out. I'll help you out.
Yeah, you're the expert.
We'll talk about East Coast or something, and I'll talk about West.
What's that?
You can talk about East Coast, and I'll talk about West Coast.
Yeah, White Castle. It's terrible. All right, let's go to the next question here. We don't have too many left, so we're moving it along for you guys. Let's keep it moving along.
People are like, God damn it, I want to stop my run already. Like, can we finish the podcast?
Stop your what? Oh, people are using it to run, to do their exercise?
Everyone's out there. Yeah, everyone's jogging or on the elliptical or something right now, right?
Yeah, we have a very healthy, exercise-minded audience, I'm sure.
We're encouraging.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mental health and physical health.
Yes.
About good things in both areas. Okay, so I'm going to read the next one. A hostel in Iceland airs a 24-hour live video stream of the country's last known blank. A hostel in Iceland airs a 24-hour live video stream of the country's last known blank. So it's just this hostel in Iceland streaming the country's last known something or other. Shall I read the choices? Have you guys come up with your own lies out there? The last known something in Iceland. Is it the country's last known basketball hoop streaming at this hostel? Is it the last known PT Cruiser? Is it the last known lion? Is it the last known McDonald's burger and fries? Do you want to...
Yeah, hearing the burger thing from the previous one, I think kind of threw me off because I was like, but I don't think I chose burger and fries.
No, you chose my lie in this game.
This lion. Yeah, your lie. And you know what? What made me think that was I keep seeing like these like live streaming videos. You can watch like an eagle in its nest or something with like a
Yeah.
And or like giraffe.
No, that was a great lie. I'm proud of myself. For sure.
You know what I used to? Never mind.
I can only
I was
imagine.
going to talk about live streaming I used to watch. So
live what?
Live streaming that I used to watch.
Yeah. Anyway, so what was basketball hoop? That wasn't the right answer, if I recall.
Yeah, that was their lie.
That was what?
That was their lie.
That was the computer's lie. PT Cruiser, whose lie was that?
That was you know what? This was one I think where I didn't get my answer in.
Yeah, we're fumbling with the technology. The phone freezes for a second. So there's a little, nothing's perfect, but it's pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't want to say bad things about Fibbage. It was really just us missing our chance. We're talking, we're working on podcast stuff while we're playing Fibbage. So the correct answer was, so there were two computer lies there. Basketball hoop and PT Cruiser, meaning McDonald's burger and fries is the lie. So they stream I guess it's just a shot of the food itself. I guess so. A McDonald's burger and fries. They just show it on a TV, on a screen, on a monitor. Or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll look that up.
Yeah, we don't know the point of this, but Fibbage would never lie to us. A game with lying in the title would never lie to us. It would ruin the integrity. We don't want to do that.
They're like screwing with us, and none of these are actually the truth. Like they're just like, people are gonna buy this as like the real answer.
Well, we should say, I mean, just maybe people who are unfamiliar with the game just thought of this, that what happens if you actually put in the right answer when trying to come up with a lie? It tells you, so then you just come up with a lie, and you of course get the right answer, so you're a winner that particular round.
Right.
Okay. Go on.
Which happens. It happens every once in a while. Yeah.
The questions are pretty obscure, even if they're related to topics that you may think you're an expert in. Okay, so here's the last question, the finale, the finals, whatever they call it in the game.
Fibbage, right?
What's that?
Final Fibbage.
Final Fibbage. Okay, that's right. That's what it's called. The brand name given to the first disposable diapers. The brand name given to the first disposable diapers. Did you come up with a lie? Everyone, think of a lie. You could pause. You can also pause this podcast and then come up with a lie in your head, and then play the results. So the 4 choices given here, we got here for the first disposable diapers, are boaters, trash babies, duty rag, Howards. The brand name given to the first disposable diapers, the choices are boaters, trash babies, duty rag, Howards. Boaters, trash babies, duty rag, and Howards. So I couldn't really think of anything for this one. So I put down a horrible sounding answer. I put down trash babies. That's the...
You know what? It's not that horrible because I think I might have considered choosing that.
Because sometimes that's the answer in Fibbage. The most Fibbagey, what we call it, the Fibbaginess, is the most obscure answer that sounds wrong or sounds too obvious. Sometimes is the answer. But it was not trash babies, and you didn't guess that, if I recall, either.
I did not, no.
I guessed Howards. It sounded kind of bland, but maybe that's the right answer. It's not particularly witty sounding, but maybe the guy named Howard invented it. Howard diaper. No,
and my lie that I put was duty rag. Didn't I spell duty wrong, maybe?
No, D-O-O-D-Y. You spelled duty correctly. I think you can spell duty D-O-O-D-I-E too. But it's not as common.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was your lie. You know what it is, I think? I think we haven't played Fibbage in a while, so it's like you're just putting in funny, silly answers. You're not...
You got to get your Fibbage legs back.
Yeah, your Fibbage legs back. Meaning the answer to this question was boaters, whatever that means. Boaters, the original brand name given to disposable diapers. And I think that's about all the Fibbage we got for now. I ended up winning this particular game by a fair amount.
You can tell them.
I don't know what the score was.
I think it was 6,000. You had 6,000 points. I had 2,500.
Yeah, 6,500 or 20, something like that.
But I was in the negative at one point, so I'm pretty proud. I made like a little surge.
So check out Fibbage, everybody. It's a great game, and it's much more fun actually playing it the real way, the right way, rather than us reenacting a game for you. We promise you that. But I hope you got a taste and you were able to play along a little bit with us. So thank you.
Right, and I wanted to.
Thank you.
I want to say, Fibbage is Fibbage. I know it's a funky word.
Right.
Fibbage, and I think right when Adam first told me, I said, I was like, "What, Fitbit?" And then my friend Miranda was in her head. She asked me, "Hey, are we gonna play Friggles?"
Friggles, Fitbit. No, it's Fibbage. Fibbage. All right, I think we're done. So I think
right. I got it. So for Adam Choi and Michael Firestone, sending out peace, love, and cookies.
I see the sun and I watch it arise. Oh, good morning, good morning. I kiss my baby and I say goodbye. Oh, good morning, oh, good morning. I grab my coffee and I step outside. Oh, good morning, oh, good morning. And through the traffic I will survive. Oh, good morning, good morning. But the people that I'm passing, oh, they're too busy reacting. But I'm free from distraction. I'm caffeinated, I'm ready for action. Well, the alarm goes off, I wake up and start my day. Get up, shower, and shave, and then I'm on my way. What can I say? I never let my sky turn gray. It's just another perfect day in the US of LA, specifically the San Fernando Valley. When we go mad street parking, we don't need the valet. Yeah, get out my way while I proceed to persuade everybody I see to have a beautiful day. So don't say I didn't want you. Nah, look in the mirror and you're not in my warrior. Don't say I didn't want you. Nah, look in the mirror and you're not in my warrior. Yeah. I got to work, yeah, I made it on time. It was a good morning, a good morning. I said hello to the assembly line. They had a good morning, a good morning. I'm on my task and I made it mine. Yeah, a good morning, a good morning. And if I fail, well, at least I tried. I had a good morning, a good morning. The people, they're all acting like that they ain't proud to be active. Put the feet off my attraction, baby. I'm the first in a chain of reaction, baby. So I don't say I didn't want you. I'm looking in the mirror and you're not in my warrior. Don't say I didn't want you. I looked in the mirror and you're not in my warrior. I looked in the mirror and you're not in my warrior. I looked in the mirror and you're not in my warrior. In the mirror and not in my warrior.
Yeehaw!